Hello, everybody. Welcome to This Day. Yay, it's Friday. All right, happy Friday. It's January 8th, and we have one meeting to tell you about today, and it's a very important one. It's the third special open meeting, and it'll be the ballot results at 11 a.m. Now, you can follow along at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. And with Jeff Parker, we're going to talk about how you can dial in by phone or you can email us and ask questions and send comments with the results going on. All right, on our show today, as I mentioned, we do have Jeff Parker coming up, and he will have a village report, as well as we'll discuss the meeting that's happening at 11. And then we have Azar, who is here from United, and she's going to be giving us a financial update. All right, let's go ahead and give you our COVID-19 results, as we always do. Results, I mean resources, covid19.ca.gov. Then you have occovid19.ochealthinfo.com, and their hotline is 714-834-2000. You could always go to our website, which is lagunawoodsvillagealerts.com, and you can email at info@lagunawoodsvillage.com. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. It is looking really nice, and we actually are going to have a warm-up next week to somewhere almost in the 80s. But today we have mostly sunny with 69.51. The weekend, we're looking at 72.50 and 72.49. Monday, 71.50. And then Tuesday, we start our warm-up with sunny skies, 73.54. Now, if you're traveling this weekend, I would... boy, you know, Palm Springs is looking better and better, but the beaches are also looking nice at 67.50. Mammoth, 44.17. Big Bear warmed right up to 50.23. Unfortunately, not much snow. Palm Springs, 73 and 50. Our sunrise this morning was 6:56, and our sunset was at 5, or will be at 5 o'clock, so it's getting later and later. And what a cool picture. Joel, love it. Thank you so much for sending it in. It really captures a whole different dimension of that tunnel. In any case, if you have something cool looking, please send it to us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we will have Jeff Parker, so stay tuned.
At Diane's Hallmark, we're ready for Valentine's Day. Are you? Come in and see our great selection of cards and gifts. We have everything you need to show that special someone how much you care. And don't forget those grandkids either. Diane's Hallmark has many cards and gifts for them as well. Diane's Hallmark is located in the Marketplace Center, right next to Hobby Lobby. We have something for everyone. Come in today and take care of all your Valentine's Day needs.
You struggle to hear during FaceTime or Zoom calls, or when others are wearing a mask? We have an answer. Hi, I'm Ann Mundell-Noel, audiologist and owner of Amazing Hearing. The Widex Moment is the fastest processing hearing aid available. Faster processing means the best clarity possible for you. Join us at our Widex Moment hearing event going on now and experience what our patients are saying.
The Moment hearing aid has changed my life.
Call us today to schedule your appointment.
There are many treasures within the walls of Laguna Woods Village. The foundation of Laguna Woods Village is one of them. Nowhere in the nation has a community embraced a commitment to assist its own residents with temporary emergency support. Since 1997, the foundation makes that support available through donations by individuals, clubs, organizations, and bequests. Help the foundation to help the real treasures within the village, our friends and neighbors.
For the sweaty faces and the hidden smiles, the foggy glasses and the sore ears, the determined looks and the muffled laughs. A simple piece of fabric makes a big statement. I care. Let's all do our part to slow the spread. Wear a mask. Learn more at covid19.ca.gov.
Welcome back. We're just jibber-jabbering over here, just trying to, get some ideas of what's going on out there beforehand. Well, Jeff, thanks. Welcome. Yeah. Nice to see you. Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday to you too.
And I know we were kind of talking a little bit, obviously COVID numbers are still on our mind, and we're at a capacity now with our hospitals that's pretty unprecedented. But nonetheless, tell me a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, so the positive cases for that were reported yesterday are 2,700. So that's actually down what we've seen in the last few days. We saw partly because of just how they calculated it over the holidays. We saw one day where it went up to 8,000, almost 9,000 reported cases. And we were in that 3,000, 4,000. So at least seeing at 2,700 and knowing that there's 31,000 tests that are out there, that's probably a pretty good trend if it keeps going in that direction. We'll see how that reporting comes out. Always a little concerned that the reporting sometimes gets in a lag, but
yeah.
The one that we've talked, well, unfortunately, 29 deaths reported in Orange County. Critical, again, what we talked about is 15 of those are in normal residential areas, so that's pretty high. And then 5 in assisted living facilities, and then 9 in skilled nursing. So those skilled nursing and assisted living are historically been high in Orange County with regards to the death rates, because when COVID gets into those situations, it's harder for them to control. The age of the individuals, the health of the individuals is not as, is more compromised, let's put it that way. And so well, that's the concern. So with regards to the one thing I did want to mention, 502 ICU cases right now, so that's really, like you said, we're at our max there. What they're doing at the hospitals now is kind of a triage effect, where what they're going in and trying to create as many beds possible to address the ICUs. They still have emergency issues though that they have to deal with, whether it's heart attack, stroke, car accident, broken arm, and how they're handling those. I know in the case of Irvine UCI Medical Center up in Orange and in St. Joseph Medical Center up in Fullerton, that they've also built additional capacity out in their parking lot, emergency capabilities, so they can handle more capacity. What we heard in dialogue yesterday, and I'll talk about this a little bit with the Older Americans group and everything, one of the real struggles that they're hearing is making sure that all of the hospitals in Orange County, and now we're part of the Southern California region, is that having enough nurses, caregivers, doctors to handle this surge. That's really one of the big challenges that they're going through. People are working double shifts and overtime and all of that to just handle the pure numbers. So we're keeping our eye on that. One of the things I wanted to mention is looking at these numbers, we are now kind of shifting in, let's talk about the vaccine. And when's the vaccine coming out, and what are our capabilities? So they're in phase 1A now with the vaccine, which really means is that you're talking about the caregivers that are state licensed caregivers that are dealing with county activities, hospitals, nurses, first responders. All of those are in that high priority 1A. So some of the vaccines are getting out there. It's slower than everybody anticipated. There's more vaccines actually in the sense of vaccines capable versus distribution yet. So the distribution process, and everybody's finger pointing, unfortunately, but the county's trying to figure out how they're going to get into mass distribution when they get to a bigger number. Because obviously this number is pretty small in comparison to the whole population. So we have here at the village, my staff and everybody have been working really closely with Memorial to see how they can assist us and their knowledge and what they're doing at the hospital, and whether or not they could be a facilitator and working with the village and Laguna Woods and whole maybe to use one of our facilities potentially as a place of distribution. We call them pods. And that we're looking at a couple clubhouses that would facilitate that the best. We have a meeting on Monday, so I'm not going to be able to report Monday morning, but certainly next Friday, I'll be able to have a more comprehensive feel for where we're at with regards to distribution. And what in that first phase relative to our community, it's the 75 and older category.
Right.
And then it will ratchet down into the younger age. But right now we're really focusing on, okay, we have a very high population of 75 and over. Over 9,000 people that are in the village.
Right.
And so how are we going to line those people up? We know some people have already, who are caregivers and nurses and stuff like that, have gotten the shot. So that's great news. And then there's going to be some people that don't want to get the shot. We understand that too.
Right.
We're going to try to get as much information out there in the next week or so about the positives of getting the shot, what it means, and that. And we're getting that information from the county.
Okay.
So next week will be a big week, I think, in the sense of getting us some additional information about the vaccine and just getting that out to people from the county. And then secondly, with our meetings with the Older American Group and Memorial on Monday, I'm hoping by next Friday I can give us some idea of, hey, here's our plan, here's our strategy with regards to getting our community vaccinated.
Right. Well, that's really good news. I mean, it's better than reporting on a regular basis of unfortunate situations. So by then, we hope we can shift our focus to the vaccine, how you're going to get it, and how it's going to be helpful. So that'll be awesome. Also, I know that there's a big meeting that is coming up today at 11. I know we're going to shift gears here, but just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the meeting that's coming up.
So this is the ballot process where all the ballots are going to be counted now with regards to the third election process. What Third Mutual had was a ballot measure to change their CCNRs and update their CCNRs and bring their CCNRs together, really. They had there's 52 different categories out there in the mutual third that are they're basically trying to do is bring those all together and be one comprehensive plan. So today's going to be a very lengthy process because they have to go through and collect the ballots in those separate categories. So they got 52 mutuals in effect under the third umbrella that they're going to have to count individually and separate those out. So that's why it's a very lengthy
and
process.
They're counting them at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. But it will be a long counting period because,
I would imagine.
Because they have to go through each of those categories.
Yeah.
And so that's going to take some time, but it'll be on Granicus and all our processes, and people will be able to call in and ask questions, and our staff will be set up to handle emails and calls with regards to that.
Okay.
And we're ready to go, but it will be. I just want people to understand it's not going to be like 5 minutes into it. They're going to have all of them counted and anything. It's a very lengthy process all day long.
Right, and then let's go ahead and show the slide of the phone number that they can call in, and that is 949-268-2020. And then you can email meeting@vmsinc.org. And they actually, do you email at 11 o'clock with it, or do you do it ahead of time?
Well, you can send the email if you have a question now about the process. But if you're asking, what's the status, where they're at, that's the email address during the meeting too.
Perfect. Okay, good. Anything else?
Well, I just wanted to mention that to everybody, just a happy new year. We just got started. And we sent operation-wise, we start the new year. It's a new budget, 2021. So our operations teams, all of our outside work and everything, we're gearing up for the new year, full steam ahead. And we are in that mode with regards to especially our field operations and all of that type of activity. On the other hand, internally in the office and in the office settings and everything like that, we have a lot of people that we have going home. And when I say going home, they're working from home. And the reason for that is to create the best work safety environment for our employees, and we need to get that. So our phone systems are back up so that we have people that are working from home using the phone system and connected with our computer capabilities here. We have had obviously some glitches before and with the malware,
Right.
but we think we've have all that straightened
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to let everybody know we're here and we're active starting the new year. And if you need to get a hold of us, please call Resident Services, and that's the way to look at that.
Perfect.
And then the challenge for this year is going to be in certain areas where we're going to do some real deep dive in how we can make improvements to our organization.
Excellent. In fact, Azar talks a little bit about that for United, and then Joan Milliman talked to us about GRF's opportunities that they have ahead of them for 2021. So great stuff. Well, thank you so much, and we'll have more information from you next Friday.
That sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned, and we're going to have Azar give us a financial update, so stay tuned.
At Harvard Eye, we're so happy to be open again to see you for all of your medical and surgical eye care. We're taking great care to protect everyone from COVID-19 by seeing fewer patients, spacing out chairs in the lobby, sanitizing our office constantly, and doing much more. The world is changing a lot, but what hasn't changed is we're honored by your trust and confidence and committed to keeping you safe. We can't wait to see you again.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Azar Askari, and she is here on behalf of United. Well, Azar, it's nice to see you again. Happy New Year.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you so much for having me here. I would like to say a Happy New Year to you and also to all lovely residents of Laguna Woods. I wish every one of them a better year.
Yeah, really. That's great. Well, thank you so much. Now, I know you guys were busy meeting before the holidays, and you've got some financials to share with us.
Yes, as you know, I am the treasurer of the board and also a chair of a finance committee. Mm-hmm. So I thought it would be beneficial for all of residents to know what's going on financially, which I am sure is a concern of most of our residents. The report that I am giving is by end of October, and then the next November and December will come in hopefully the next interview that we have. Because we have another board on January 12th, and in that January 12th, we're going to get the whole report of December, which I share with you later.
Okay.
Before I start, I would encourage, if residents hear me, you are welcome to write down any of your concern by email and put the subject to the board meeting and send to boards, and their voice will be heard there by all of the board members.
Okay, perfect.
So let me start with the most important is the slide 1 that we are going through this slide. This slide is majority is income statement is the most important that a resident should knows about that. This is including property tax and property insurance. You can see the assessment revenue is $35.5 million, and assessment is basically what a homeowner or unit owner paying every month, including property tax and property insurance. And we have a non-assessment revenue, which later I show you the slide where this $1.5 million comes from residents, but not in the form of assessment. So the total revenue is at 37 almost, a little bit touch above 37 million. If you minus the total expenses, which is a touch of 33 million, we end up with $4 million, $4 million, a little bit above $4 million net revenue. I should say is not going to happen every year. Okay, this is very special year, and we have $4 million above because of the COVID.
Right.
And yes, it is not normally you expecting that you're having $4 million saving. And the next slide, which is slide 2, is operating only. And why this is important? Because in finance, we keep a close eye on the operating portion of the finance. As I said, finance is 2 parts. One part is operating, which VMS staff doing this job. And another part is property tax and property insurance. Basically, we get that money and we give it to the insurance for them. That's, we cannot touch it. I mean, we get from the homeowner, unit owners, and we give it to the city, and which is operating only income. You can see the assessment from operating is $25.3 million, and non-assessment is $880,000. The total is $26.2 million, minus the expenses, which was $25.5 million, is end up with the surplus of $643,000. And this is the most important that we can really get a close eyes on that. Okay. On slide 4, if you see where that $4 million extra comes, I can show you that is outside services is $2.3 million, and employee compensation $2.3 million is in favor of United only because of the COVID. For 3 months, basically, we didn't have any job. We didn't, I mean, it totally was shut down from the operating system. Material and surplus was 1.2, and gain and loss from the investment, 381,000. The only unfavorable you can see is insurance. I want to show you this one that many people in residence says, why our assessment goes up? Your assessment didn't go up this year. The only part that is goes up, it was for the insurance. So that insurance is not operating. Your operating part didn't go up at all this year. This slide was important to show you. And then I wanted to just quickly go over slide 5 because I promised to tell you where is coming non-assessment 1.5 million. You can see it's come from like laundry. You pay to the laundry, or if you do something as a charge, we get that one. For investment, we get a huge amount back from the investment. These are non-assessment money that comes to the account. And then the basically last slides that I wanted, one before that is contingency and restricted fund. This is page 8. If you look at on slide 8, you can see these are contingency and reserve fund, because most residents are very concerned about these 2 accounts. I would like to show them that we have at the this year at the end of 10/31, end of October, 1.2 million in contingency and 20.6 million in the reserve account. And after that, this is very important as well. We are almost at the page 9. You can see this fund balance compared to last 5 years. The average, that teen black line is 21 million, and we are above that 22 million. We are above the average, which is a good sign right now. And of course, the last slide, which is page 10, we have the resale history of United. You can see compared to the 2018, 19, and 20. 2020 was a little bit slow in that a specific 3 months. Everybody knows, you don't need I explain to you why. But the good news is the average range of the houses to sold was 258,000. That didn't drop at all compared to the last year. Up to October, we sold 264, but I am sure because I signed many resale, by end of December when it comes, it's gonna go up more than that. That was a very nutshell, and I hope that give a little bit information, finance. If they have any concern, please email me. As a public, I put my email address, my phone number. If you want to know, if you are concerned, I would be more than happy to share your concern in the board, and I get the answer and back to you.
All right. Well, very nice. Thank you so much for that overview. You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much, Lisa, and it's always great to see you. Your smile is contingency, and that goes everywhere.
Well, thank you very much, and you have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. And we'll be right back after this.
Why do I love being a doctor at Kaiser Permanente?
My only job is to take great care of my patients. I'm empowered to do what's right for you.
Our digital records mean your medical history is in one place, so I can give you great care.
Your primary care doctor, your specialists. It's great. We all work together as one team.
Our integrated approach to healthcare helps my patients live longer, healthier lives.
I don't just practice here, I'm a patient too. I wouldn't trust my family's healthcare to anyone else.
We have a cool movie for you guys today. It's called Tenet, and it is a science fiction action thriller film written and directed by Christopher Nolan, who was also the director of Dunkirk and The Dark Knight. So a really great flick for you. You can watch that at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles, and that is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente. Now let's also give you the information about the meeting that is happening today at 11, and this is the third ballot results, and you can log in at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now during the meeting, you can call in 949-268-2020, and you can email them any questions you might have at meeting@vmsinc.org. Let's take a look at our weather. It is looking quite nice today. We are looking at some sunny skies today, 69-51, tomorrow 72-50, Sunday 72-49, Monday 71-50, and then Tuesday we start our warm-up 73-54. So it's going to be a great day today. Enjoy your Friday. You can always rewatch our broadcast at 12:30 and 5, but we'll be back here again at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.
This is Dr. Trin from Irvine Clinical Research. I hope that during this pandemic that you're doing well and keeping safe. During these times, I want to let you know that we're still offering memory testing at no cost through Healthy Brain consultations. If you or your loved ones have concerns with memory loss, you don't need to leave your home to chat with me. We're offering these consultations online. Call us at 753-1663 to schedule your Healthy Brain consultation video chat. Thank you so much and take care.
How well are your hearing aids helping? Look at these recent results. No hearing aids, 36% understanding. Current hearing aids, 64% understanding. New hearing aids, 96% understanding. We never recommend a new hearing system unless we know there will be a substantial improvement. Many times, the current hearing aids you're wearing can be reprogrammed to sound like new. Call us today at Advanced Ear Care for a free understanding test. and tell him Stuart sent you.